So on Friday night, I go on a date with a 44-year-old man. 6'5", jacked, ex-army, overly conservative. Can't say this is my usual type. He's also a dad. However, he invited me to Res Rocks, okay? Free ticket, couldn't say no to that, even when I'm this. And he also looked unhinged on his Hinge profile. But I go, I meet up with this man. And I am so upset to report that I now love muscles. I love muscles. When I tell you I've never felt a more masculine touch in my entire life, I usually like men that are a little bit built, but this man's touch. I didn't really want him that attractive. I didn't really want to make out with him. I just wanted him to touch me, like all over. I was like, just touch me. The electricity coursing through my veins that whole night, I was like, I want to you right here. Like, I love dilf.
Oh, damn, Queen. This girl has just got to say, what a difference it is when you're dealing with a guy who, I don't know, has a low testosterone level his whole life. And then when you go in to meet a senior Giga Chad. I mean, you said he's 6'5", completely jacked ex-army. And the transformation in your attitude, you went from, oh, okay, you know, I kind of like guys to, you just want to ride this guy 24/7. You just want him to touch you all up and down. Amazing what women allow Chads to do versus Mr. Average. And I'm not going to come out here and say, oh yeah, she's only dated like these soy boys the whole time. No, she didn't describe that her previous days being a soy boy. It's just going to be put. She was dating probably a Mr. Average, a guy who has an average build, average everything. And once she felt the touch of Chad, OMG, it's like a transformation. It's like the politically correct things that women always say of, oh yeah, I want a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. Just gets thrown right out the window. And her juices start flowing immediately for Chad, as in, oh, it's not that I want you to objectify me, but touch me like if I was a piece of meat and just slam me. Power drive me through the mattress, take me to Pound Time and lock me down there. Don't let me ever escape it. Well, to my viewers, welcome to the episode where we are going to analyze the Chad effect. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
You know, I am done dating hot guys. Not really done, let's be real. I'm sick of dating hot guys because they just have more confidence than you. They can play you just as much as you can play them. There's no game. They're so boring. And I really wish I didn't find them so attractive, like these little hot boys, but dude, it's like talking to a wall most of the time. Completely. I'm over it. I hate my type. I hate it. Not only that, they can get so many hot girls, especially in LA and with the internet. There are so many more hot girls than guys. So the one hot guy got 35 hot girls chasing after him. You don't matter.
Oh, behave.
The one hot guy has got 35 hot girls chasing after him. You don't matter. Ding, 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 ding. Give this young Colleen a prize. She just figured it out. I hope her head didn't explode after that. You know what happens when girls like you, and let me tell you something, honey, you're not as cute as you think you are. Especially with that stomaching you got going. You kind of doodled yourself into the forefront only category. But anyway, back to the point. When you're not that special, when you're average, like you are, and I'm being generous here, and you keep going after the Chads, the Tyrones, the Pookies, the Raries, the players, the super hot freaking guys, and ignoring Mr. Average, yeah, that's what happens. He's got the pick of the litter. He's got 35 girls going after him at a minimum, and he's got a roster. And what you're doing is you're vying for a spot on the roster. Now, in towns like LA and Miami, where we could argue that there is a surplus of women in the dating market, well, what you're doing there is you are all trying to compete to be the main on that roster, you know, the starting lineup, the superstar. You don't want to be the side chicks. You don't want to be, oh, well, you know, I'm the slow Tuesday girl or the late night Thursday girl. You want to be the Friday all the way to Sunday girl. Hopefully my female viewers are understanding exactly why the majority of men out there say, hey, you know what? You girls always talk this crap, but you always let Chad smash and do whatever he wants. Let's just keep bringing some more confessionals to this real life Chad theory. Moving on.
If a guy is acting like he doesn't care about you, believe him. He doesn't. I know the connection is strong. I know the chemistry is amazing. I know he's nice to you some of the time. I know you think that he's your soulmate or your twin flame. And I know that you think that with a little more time, a little more space, a little more love, then he'll see the light and he'll come around and you'll live happily ever after. I'm sorry, but happily ever after does not come from bending over backward trying to get a man to see your worth. So if he's being wishy-washy or hot and cold, if he's all in one week and nowhere to be found the next, he just doesn't like you enough. Do yourself a favor and just write him off as a lesson learned and move on with your head held high. And make sure to tap that plus sign, follow me for more relationship advice.
Damn, skip me.
Oh, boo frickin' who there, Colleen. So Tyrone and Pookie and Chad, they treat you any way they want to treat you. And a lot of you queens let them get away with it because, you know, they're Tyrones, Pookies, and Chads. And obviously this woman has gone through a lot of experience. Now, she could cover it and say, oh, yeah, I'm a dating coach and I'm trying to help you girls out through this. That sounds more like you were kind of reflecting there, Colleen. Especially how you kind of delivered that. We could hear the pain behind the words there, sister. As in, yeah, Chad, Pookie, Tyrone, Ray Ray, they just came. Did what they did. They came in, they drilled, cracked some tacos, left some sour cream deposits, and they decided to drop the deuces and bounce. Hey, that comes with the territory when you decide to excuse the mannerisms of Chad, Pookie, Tyrone, Ray Ray. Now, here's the funny thing. This girl believes that the reason that you women always go for the same kind of guys is because all of you believe this fairy tale freaking story in your heads that you can fix him. You could change him into the good guy. You could change him into the nice guy that's going to dedicate himself to you. So all of a sudden, this high value player stops being a player so you can get all the great qualities of a player, but then you're going to turn him into the nice man who's going to dedicate himself to you and he's going to help you raise a family. Sure, I'm going to put that story up there with Cinderella, Rapunzel, and the Little Mermaid. They're all hovering around the same levels of belief. Moving on.
Signs he's a player. 1, he's not consistent. One day it seems like he really likes you, and then after a few days, he completely disappears without no explanation. 2, he is too smooth. You ever meet a guy that knows exactly what to say, and he's telling you everything you want to hear? Literally. Most of the time, it's a bad sign. Not all the time, but most of the time. 3, his words don't match his actions. He'll tell you all these things or make promises, but he'll never fulfill them. 4, he only hits you up late at night. This is usually a bad sign, and it means he's only interested in one thing.
Oh my, the discovery you've made here, Queen. You're saying that these players have similar habits and actually show signs that they're players? Okay, let's go through your amazing list here. Number 1, he's not consistent. Yes, players are not consistent because that's the difference between them and your average good guy. You know, your average good guy? You know, the guy who you always call boring because he's so predictable. He does the same thing over and over again. He goes to work, he comes home, he expects me to make dinner, then he just wants to hang out with me, and we never go out and do anything exciting. I can't believe it. Nothing ever changes. Yeah, that's why players play. Number 2, he's too smooth. OMG, so you're saying he's not coming off as a creep? So a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, who can say something that comes off awkward, and you can label him a creep? Maybe whip out your phone, record him saying a corny line, and then you put him on blast? You're saying that the guys who talk really smooth are actual players? Correlation doesn't lead to causation, but still, Queen, I think you're onto something. Number 3, words don't match actions. Didn't you already mention this in number 1? He's not consistent. Yeah, your third point is kind of redundant, isn't it? Well, anyway, let's go on to your 4th point. Hits you up late at night. Wait a minute. A guy who hits you up late at night only wants to smash? So you're saying that players only want to smash? Oh, gee, we are so thankful that we have a genius like you that's able to point these things out. If not, I don't think anyone, especially the manosphere, could ever point out the fact that players are going to play. And the reason players are going to play is because, oh, I don't know, you queens say that Mr. Average is boring, and you let the players smash while you make Mr. Average wait. Oh, well, moving on.
I personally would not want to go for a guy that I just found outwardly gorgeous, beautiful, attractive. Like when I looked at him, I physically was like, breath taken away. Because men that are gorgeous wake up like that. They don't do anything. They don't have a makeup routine. They don't have a hair routine. They don't have nothing. They probably wake up and use Dove soap to wash their face, and they probably use 2-in-1 shampoo. They don't even have a hair or a skincare routine. They literally roll up out of bed looking like a GQ model. They're just naturally that breathtakingly beautiful, and it's not fair. So if I woke up to a guy every day and I looked over at that and saw that looking at me, I would be like, oh my god, don't look at me. Oh my gosh, I gotta brush my teeth first. Oh my god, I have to like touch up my hair. I'm not an insecure person at all, but I just feel like I'd always have to be on my A game every second of every day, and that's why I don't think I could do it. Mentally, I think it would just mess me up a little bit.
Oh, it's amazing that we find that queens like this are just so insecure that they are even competing with guys for beauty standards. Oh, by the way, Queen, let me be the first to tell you, if a guy looks like a supermodel, believe it or not, it's not that he just wakes up every day and he doesn't have a skincare routine. He probably does. It's just that compared to yours, it probably looks like a very basic one. He's not putting like 70 different chemicals on his face and plastering up the war paint. The guy probably is using 2 or 3 different brands of product to keep himself looking Chadrific and Tyrone Magniful. But don't come with this crap saying that, oh, I would never be with a guy like that. Oh, you sure as hell would be. I mean, the evidence is in you making this frickin' video. Like you're trying to psych yourself up not to go be with a Chad, not to go hit up that Tyrone. You're like, oh, I can't wake up to that every day. No, just on the weekends, right? But then again, this kind of proves the point that I was making earlier that Chads and Tyrones do have rosters and women really don't have that much of a problem getting on a Chad/Tyrone's roster. They'll say they have a problem with it. They'll freak out about it. But the moment the guy says, okay, bye. If she is not ready to let that go, if that sausage is that good and has got that much of a hook inside of her, no pun intended, then she's going to have a freak out session. She's going to be like, oh, well, I don't like this, but, we need to talk about this. The moment she says, we need to talk about this, is the moment that Chad/Tyrone says, yeah, gotcha. You're not ready to get off this ride just yet. While at the same time, queens like this will tell other women, don't settle for Mr. Average. You deserve better. Sure, Queen. Just another example as to why Chad and Tyrone always get to smash first. Moving on.
Let's talk about dating a man who's hotter than you. So my boyfriend is the first boyfriend where I can genuinely show his picture and I never have to say, oh, but he looks better in person. He has an amazing personality. It's a general consensus. He's an attractive guy. And it is very scary and honestly a different experience. I can hands down say the worst part about it is I will be walking out in public with him, holding his hand, and I will have girls from across the street waving at him when I look away. I will have girls try to take my seat. I've had plenty of girls just go up to him, and it is not a great feeling. And honestly, it makes me feel insecure because I'm like, am I not pretty enough or good looking enough to be with this man that they think he can just steal him from me? But you have to have faith in your partner, trust in your relationship. It's definitely just a very hard and scary thing to do. And I don't know why girls do this. I've never done that. Single or not, I'm not going to be waving at somebody with their girlfriend. But alas, some people do. But the other great thing is that your family will literally fall in love with him and they will remind you how good you have it. And you know what? I do have it good and I need to appreciate him. And it is what it is, dating an attractive man. Hey, at least I got one.
All right, to all my younger male viewers, I want you to note how she started that one off. She said that her current boyfriend is the first boyfriend she ever had that she could actually show a picture of saying, oh, he looks better in person, he has an amazing personality. Yeah, when these queens out there state that men are the ones who are superficial and they're all about feelings and emotions and all that, yeah, sure, amazing how all that goes out the window once they are actually dating a Chad. Then it goes from trying to justify her dating him to, oh, yeah, don't you wish you had a boyfriend like him? And then it's amazing how she says, oh, when I'm with him, other women will just wave at him and this and that and try to steal him from me. So this queen is literally explaining to other women what men feel like when they're dating an attractive woman. But she says it delves into her insecurities. When men say, no, this is why I don't want you posting thirst pics on Instagram and all that. You're supposed to be with me. You're not for everybody else. But since most women don't have this experience, she really doesn't know how to react to it. Doesn't know how to verbalize it. But what blows this gorilla away with the Chad/Tyrone effect is that last portion that she said. Oh, that her family members are going to remind her how good she has it. So let me get this straight. The vast majority of men out there who work their butts off for the woman that they sacrifice for her, they give everything for her. They'll work themselves to death. They'll give the house, the car, the lifestyle, everything. But because he's not genetically gifted to look like a Chad, to look like a Tyrone, you don't hear about too many women putting out videos of her family members coming out and saying how lucky you are to have this man. And to my viewers, I would like to close out this audit by providing my last piece of evidence as to how these women reveal why they let Chad/Tyrone smash and they make Mr. Average wait. Because deep down, they're just as shallow as any guy liking a girl's picture on Instagram.
You're goddamn right.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund. Or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.